majority of research indicates that custody is not a good option. It is the last option. Prior to that, what does work and what has been known to work is getting people back into their communities, challenging their behaviour robustly as to what they have done and how it has impacted on the community. And it's in that context that probation and the Gardaí can work together.
The principal work of the probation service is to supervise and manage offenders in the community. The service works to address offenders' problems and needs, altering offending behaviour and leading individuals away from a life of crime.
Newspapers will never have a headline saying that the guards or the probation prevented somebody from becoming a criminal. The headline will be the cases that fall through the net. So in that regard, a well-kept secret is the work of probation.
The young people's probation was set up as a section of the probation service with a view that we needed dedicated resources to focus particularly on the needs of the children presenting. Family conferencing is one of the options available within the context of the Children's Act and then consequently the probation service intervention, whereby the court can and should ask for a family conference before proceeding with a formal court hearing. Well, what it does is it allows all the parties' voice be heard and all those who have a significant role in terms of the young person, but also the potential solution or intervention in terms of trying to effect some degree of change.
Jail is the last resort, and I would normally canvass a probation report. I would either through a family conference or an ordinary probation report, as I might call it, and get a background, a picture of the dynamics of this young man or young lady's family and see where the difficulties lie.
Typically an assessment would take approximately 4 to 6 weeks. There's a lot of interagency work as well. You're getting reports from doctors, from methadone clinics, from employment services, housing agencies.
This community-based approach to working with offenders is key for the probation service.
Have you ever been in custody at all?
It places the probation officer in the best position to provide the judge with valuable information about the offender before the courts, in the form of assessments and pre-sanction reports.
Well, in terms of community service, the judge will be looking to assess their suitability to do community service work in lieu of a prison sentence and look at whether or not a plan could be put in place to try and interrupt their offending behaviour.
It gives me wider options, and it's extremely important that I would know that, first of all, if I'm going to make this order, that there's going to be backup through the probation to do so. I can't follow these people out the door of the court and down the street to make sure they do what they say they're going to do. The probation service do that.
Some people are very eager to take the help and to take the opportunity if the court were to give them probation. Other people aren't particularly motivated to work with the probation service or with yourself, and that can change over times as well, you know. The response varies. I think it's your job then to try and encourage a person to change their lifestyle and to stop offending and to work on the needs that they need to address.